Hi, Brooke Delgado here, and I'm going to review the book, The Other Westmore by Wes Moore. If you don't know who Wes Moore is, he is the CEO of Robinhood, and he finds out that there is a guy by the same name that grew up in Baltimore, the same town he did, and when he finds out that this guy exists, the guy is actually wanted by the police. And he's intrigued. Wow, this guy grew up in my town and his name's all over the headlines and he's got my name. So he ends up finding this other Wes Moore and he reaches out to him. And by this time, the other Wes Moore is incarcerated and the author, Wes Moore, starts writing letters to him. And then they start meeting in person and they have these in-depth conversations about how they were raised and the different circumstances that took place in their lives. And they start asking these questions of each other on, if this would have happened, what do you think your life would have been like? Or do you think this is the most important thing? And I'm not going to tell the questions because I think they're big parts of the book. But the author, Wes Moore, beautifully writes both of their stories, and he writes them in parallel so that you can see how they were both on the same track. They both were in the same environment, same circumstances, and one veered this way and the other veered this way. And in the book club that this is a part of, this is the Stephen Curry book club that I just joined. In the book club, everybody's talking about, okay, what one specific thing happened in their lives that took them in two different directions. And what part of their environment contributed to this, and who in their support system contributed to this. But it wasn't one specific thing. So many different circumstances surrounded their upbringing that it's really all of them put together. And you can't say it was one specific thing that took them in different paths. I really appreciated this book because it strongly addresses the nature versus nurture argument. What in your environment controls your outcome versus who in your support system, what type of love and care did you have that determined your outcome? And there really isn't a right or wrong answer. It's a matter of opinion, and I would love to hear your opinion if you want to read this book. Let me know if you want my copy. I am happy to mail copies of any of my books to anybody around the world. Just send me a message with your contact information and I'll put it in the mail to you. Also, I will put a link in this video for the app that I'm using that I joined the book club through, and the second book is already on the way and I cannot wait to read it. It's very, how do I say this? I want to say inspiring, but I also want to say that it intrigues you enough to have intelligent conversations about hard topics. And I really appreciate that about the Stephen Curry book club so far. So I hope you get a chance to read The Other Wes Moore. It was written 10 years ago. However, it's still very relevant today. You'd be shocked at the amount of things that happened back then that are still happening today, unfortunately. So let me know your comments on this book. I would be excited to talk to you about it.